I'd just like to say that me, my family, and heaps of my mates would like to see more breakdancing. Well, heaps of letters from heaps of people. So, let's break into it.
Breakdancing, the so-called latest dance craze, began on the streets of New York about 10 years ago. It trickled down to New Zealand via Western Samoa and hit Auckland early last year. The movie Flashdance, a clip from That's Incredible and several Michael Jackson videos later, and breakdancing has become part and parcel of New Zealand's black urban youth culture. Where once video games reigned supreme on the list of recreational activity, in Auckland at least they've been taken over. For the breakdancers, the games are now only a time filler before they get down to the real business of the day. The dancing that started on the streets as spontaneous expression is now a mini sport, taken very seriously, demanding practice and dedication. Essential equipment are a smooth, flat surface and, of course, the music. Splits, headstands, spins and acrobatic turns. Each move is identified by names, such as whirlwind, rockapella and dolphin. A new move might take a week to perfect, and top physical fitness is a must, as is padding for the main hit spots, head, shoulders, back and neck.
Roll up the top. That's it. Yeah, you got it.
Jerry Otami, Youth Advisory Councillor for Maori Affairs, has been encouraging breakdancing right from the beginning. He was the organiser of a North Island tour of breakdancing teams earlier this year.
And the idea of it is to outsmart each opponent with the moves that they're doing.
And what's it got going for it from the kids' point of view?
There's a lot of things it's got going for it. It's giving them recognition. One of the most important factors is status. It's giving them pride in their dress. It's giving them self-esteem, and it's also giving them employment.
While bopping and breakdancing is dominated by the guys, developing their athletic prowess, the girls are in there too, developing their own style and moves. The moves are gleaned from TV and gradually worked into their own routines. Kirsten, who's been breakdancing for about 6 months, is the leader of the group Five Sim Peace.
We all get together and think of it, and I have a little notebook that I write things on.
How long does it take you to think up a routine?
About a day. About a day?
How much practicing do you do?
Nearly every day.
All of you together?
Yeah.
And what about performing? Whereabouts are you performing?
Nightclubs and anywhere they pay us.
They pay you well?
Or some places do, some don't. Some we do for free, you know, like charity.
Performing at hospitals and schools for the intellectually handicapped, while it may not line the pocket, gives groups like Kirsten's and the G-Force Rockers a chance to share their skills with the community. Showing how is a new step for the G-Force Rockers, who until now have been performing only on the streets. Knowing the moves of bopping and break means you're in demand. Everybody wants to learn, expert or not. But while the groups are out dancing in the community, Jerry Otami's worried that they could be being ripped off.
This is one of my main concerns is through exploitation, I suppose, is the way I feel about it, because the kids are being used, and they're used for promotions, I understand, for all sorts of things, and they're not getting much back for it.
Sponsored competitions are big in Auckland. The City Council has spent more than $5,000 building a special stage in Aotea Square for the dancers. Why did the council get involved in building the stage?
Oh, because first it came to my knowledge was when there were problems being created in the arcades downtown, the arcades with the shiny floors where the kids were doing the dancing, you see. And one of the managers came to me and she said that everybody loved the dancing, but the crowds that they were attracting, of course, were stopping people going into the shops.
The crowds no longer block the shops. Instead, they flock to the stage in the square. The kids are taking up the challenge. The moves and the music are taking over. And given the continued high activity on the breakdancing front, there's been some talk in Auckland circles of forming a breakdancers union to make sure they're not being ripped off.
That item broke from a letter you sent to us. If there's anything else you'd like us to break into, then write to us at Write On, Viewfinder, Box 5341, Dunedin.
And that's Viewfinder for this week. In this year's first edition, we've looked at small town blues, school certificate and the right to know, and heaps of breakdancing.
We'll be back next week with Just the Thing, the powers and passions of a young politician.
A singing and dancing group called Spats, New Zealand's answer to fame.
And UE, entrance or exit?
Bye.
Ciao.